Good morning. No rain last night, so I'm still dry. It's still in the forecast though. And it was just super windy. I was doing okay tucked into the spot where I was at, but you could hear it just gusting and stuff. And it's still a little gusty in the trees, so I gotta get kind of up and over this next little hill and then down, so we're out of the wind some. But it's not too bad. And it was relatively warm-ish compared to other nights out here, which was nice. And otherwise, I think we're trying to push for a big 20-mile day, which will get us set up nicely to get a Nero into the town of Monson for tomorrow. Here's the top of Middle Mountain. And we're in the clouds this morning. Yeah, we're coming up on a big stream crossing here and some mile markers. Main Highway 15, that's into Monson, 24.8. Cool. And this is going to be crossing Baker Stream, I believe. And the latest comment said the water levels are low enough where you're able to just rock hop it. But there could definitely be some sketchy forward crossing if water levels were high in some areas on the trail here already. Yeah, this will be easy enough doable. Taking the side trail to the Bald Mountain Brook lean-to. I'm gonna poke my head in here for a second. Sounds like there's some people still getting up. Alright, we're just in and out of the shelter real quick. There's a whole bunch of people still tenting and sleeping in and that kind of stuff as usual. It's 9 o'clock, I already got like 7.5 miles in for the day. Anyway, we're also kind of close to a road crossing, and we're in the middle of nowhere, and there's really loud music playing, and it's starting to rain, and I think those are all the latest updates. But whatever's going on with this music, there better be a whole crap load of trail magic up ahead. Well, no trail magic with the vehicle blaring loud music. It was a basically a trail maintenance crew, a group of 4. They work for the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. They're doing like survey work and stuff. So I thanked them for their service, and moving on. I just don't think they should be blaring music extremely loud when they're so close to a shelter. If people want to sleep in, they should be able to sleep in. But up ahead here, I think we're going to be going up and over Moxie Bald here shortly. And then there's another shelter on the other side. I'll probably pop in there, take a break as well. I just heard thunder rumblings in the distance. And it's always good when you're heading up a mountain that has the word bald in it. Hopefully it won't be too bad, I don't think. Getting kind of cool with the giant boulders. At least the thunderstorm moved off. It was just a small something that just kept getting further in the distance. So we'll be at the top shortly. Oh, there's a junction here. The actual summit's like 100 feet that way. It's so far off trail. Okay, I guess we'll go up there. There we go, summit of Moxie Bald. Heading down now. And this is all extremely slippery. Well, this sign's calling it the Moxie Bald Lean-To, but elsewhere I'm seeing it called the Bald Mountain Pond Lean-To. So we'll stop here for a break. It sounds like there's some people here. Let's see, Horseshoe Canyon is where I'd like to get to. That's still 8.9 miles ahead. Town of Monson via side trail. Okay, whatever that is. Let's go stop in the shelter for a minute. There's a bunch of people hanging out at the shelter. It's right on the pond here. This is Bald Mountain Pond. I think I'm just gonna eat some snacks and then move on. In and out of the shelter after a small break. There's a number of people there taking a lunch break. And we are done with the mountains for today. I think terrain should mostly just kind of be like this. Probably just stumbling through roots and rocks and relatively flat. And then from here, we're about 9 miles to the Horseshoe Canyon shelter. It's our intended destination. I think we can make it easily enough. It's only like 11:45 or so. So 9 miles on this kind of terrain. That should go by relatively quickly. Look at all the leaves that are on the ground. It's just really cool to walk through. Just adds another element of atmospheric aesthetics, I guess. Well, these rocks are definitely slowing me down. Well, now the terrain is getting much worse. Everything's wet and has moss on it, and very slippery, and I've already twisted my ankle over a dozen times already. This could be a very slow going part. I hope this does not last very long. Coming out of the woods to a stream crossing. This is the Piscataquis River, West Branch. And the comments and gut hooks say this can occasionally be waist deep, but it looks more like just a few inches. So water levels are definitely low. Like a lot of the lakes are low. The Kennebec River was really low. It's a really pretty area. I'm assuming I'm going straight across there somewhere, but I don't see a blaze anywhere. Anyway, we'll figure it out and get across. Yep, made it across. Feet are still dry. From here, I think we only got like 3 miles left. I'm doing pretty good time. Oh, made it. Horseshoe Canyon lean-to. We've been following the river for a bit, but that must be Horseshoe Canyon all down there. Alright. This is gonna be home for the night. Alright, here we are set up in the shelter. I got tucked into a back corner there, if you can see that, but there's definitely storms in the distance. It's getting kind of dark. I've got 2 of these freeze-dried meals that I picked up at the Sterling Inn. I think I might cook up both of them for dinner tonight because they're only like 400 and something calories a piece. And snack on snacks and get into video editing and all that normal stuff, so we'll check back later.
And like probably tonight, we have to see the body. Yeah.
Well, I'm done with dinner. It's still raining like crazy. There's probably more people that'll trickle in eventually, but I'm gonna go ahead and just sign off, and we'll see you guys in the morning. It's a quick jaunt into Monson tomorrow. Good morning. Today is just a 9-mile Nero into Monson. And then we'll cruise around town. I gotta do a resupply and eat lots of good food. It might be a little too early to check into the Lakeshore House place. So if they turn me away or whatever, no big deal. I can just busy my time with the other activities. And it rained pretty good yesterday. It started raining at like 4 p.m. I think, and then didn't stop till around midnight. And I'm really surprised that we didn't get more people in the shelter. There was 2 people there when I arrived, and then there was 2 people right behind me when I showed up. So we had 5 of us, and we were all expecting more people to show up because I had passed a bunch yesterday. And they were only a few miles behind me. I thought a lot of people would be pouring into the shelter when it started raining, but they all must have just hunkered down wherever they were at. So that's fine. We had plenty of space in the shelter for just the 5 of us. And let's see, I think the terrain's supposed to be pretty flat, pretty nice. The river that we're following, I think branches into another river, and we have to do another river crossing. And before it had rained for as long as it did, it looked like the comments were saying that you had to get wet and you had to ford it. Now the water levels are a little bit higher, so I think we're getting wet this morning. That's only a few miles coming up, so we'll see what that looks like shortly. There's the river crossing I was talking about where I might have to get wet. I'm definitely getting wet. Gotta get over that way. Looks like beavers have dammed it up right here. That's not walkable to go on top of it. Nothing downstream. Nothing upstream. It looks the deepest right here. I mean, that could be knee deep at least. I'm just gonna trudge right through it, I think. Okay, I think I'm ready. Got my pant legs hiked up as high as they'll go. I'm just gonna go in my shoes. Let's see how cold and deep this is. Yep, up to my knees. It's cold. It's not that cold. Ugh. There we go. I survived it. That wasn't that bad. Let's see. Main Highway 15 is 6.3 miles. That's all we got left for the day. Right on the edge of Lake Hebron. We got less than 2 miles from here, and I can hear the road. Okay, we just about made it to Route 15. It's just up ahead. I think it's like 4 or 5 miles to get into the town of Monson. When I got my reservations at the hostel, they said they might be kind of busy, so they don't know if they'll be able to pick me up. So I'll call those guys, see what they can do. If not, I may have to hitch my way in, but we'll get into town here shortly. Well, the Lakeshore couldn't pick me up, so I got to hitch in with the Shaw's guys. So right now I'm at Shaw's, and they got a full resupply thing over here, which I wanted to check out. All kinds of cool equipment, full resupply shop. But I think they close in a few minutes, but then they'll open later in the afternoon. So I'll poke my head around and then probably come back later to shop. Here's a little bit of what Shaw's resupply shop looks like. They're gonna close in like a few minutes for the lunch hour, so I'm just getting an eyeball idea. I'll probably grab them freeze-dried meals. I think is gonna be my main dinners, and then just a whole bunch of snacks. But they got a huge selection of these good-to-go meals, and then all the Mountain House meals. Yeah. Done with lunch. I just got some deli foods and stuff from the general store. And now just a short walk away here is the Lakeshore house. This is where we're staying at. And there's the lake shore. Let's see if they'll let me check in early. Alright, I'm all checked in, all cleaned up at the Lakeshore house, hostel, pub, restaurant, all that good stuff. Checked in, cleaned up. I got myself a, this is like a pumpkin flavored beer, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's got that nice pumpkin spice to it, like a pumpkin pie. That's pretty good, actually. So we got the nice lake view in the background here. I'm just going to enjoy this. I'm going to do my resupply at like 2 o'clock when the supply shop over at Shaw's opens up. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to enjoy some food and some beers and just kind of chill around here. So I'll check back later if anything else happens. I got laundry done. I got one video uploaded. Now it's time to head back to Shaw's. I'm going to go do my resupply over there. I need 6 days of food. I'll be right back. And here's my full resupply back from Shaw's. This is going to be 6 days of food to get me through the whole 100-mile wilderness. The muffins for breakfasts, a whole bunch of bars throughout the day, and then the Mountain House meals and stuff for the dinners. I never did eat that last Ready Wise chili bowl thing, so I've got that. Alright, here we go. Here's the final stretch of the entire Appalachian Trail. We're getting on tomorrow, main route 15. Planning on a 19-mile day to a lean-to, and that'll be the 17th of September. And a 16-8 to another shelter. 18-9 to the next shelter. 21-5 to a shelter. 19-6 to another shelter. And then kind of a half day, a 13-4, will get us into the Katahdin Stream campground. So that'll be our 6 days worth of food that we've got. My dad's driving up. He's going to plan on meeting me there when I roll into the campground on the 22nd. We've got hotel reservations. The nearest town is Millinocket, so we'll be staying the night of the 22nd down there in town, and then I can pick up any final snacks and stuff I need. Mount Katahdin Summit Day itself will be an entire separate day. I'll start out fresh in the morning. We'll be driving back up to the campground. I'm planning on starting at like 5 a.m. and night hiking the first hour or so of the trail. Then as the sun comes up, we can get more into the technical parts of the mountain itself. We'll beat the crowds and everybody up to the summit, and coming back home after that. On the 23rd there is my summit date. I'm expecting to meet my dad back towards the campground once we're done with Katahdin, and then going back to the town of Millinocket, where I've got reservations again for that night, and then we are road tripping it all the way back home. So that's it. That is 6 days of hiking, and summit day is day number 7, and that's all I've got left. I didn't film my dinner, but I went back to the general store and got another deli turkey BLT sandwich. And now this is dessert. Ran over to the gas station. I got some Muddy Buddies, ice cream, some beers. I'm only going to have a few of those and then probably just donate the rest. That'll go down really well, I think. And now with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. We're about done for the day. I've just got to finish organizing everything back into my bag pretty much. We're going to get up early. I got my ride coordinated for 7 a.m. We'll go back to the trailhead and start the 100-mile wilderness, the very last stretch. So I'm super excited. This is getting dangerously close to getting finished. We'll be, the first couple days are going to be ups and downs over some hills and stuff. Hopefully somewhere in there we can get potentially some views of Katahdin in the first couple of days. Then the last couple of days it's down low and relatively flat terrain until we get to the base of the mountain itself. So all that's coming up this next week, and then we're summiting. So thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.